got a weird one going tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, after beginning her career starring on the television series My So-Called Life, my first guest went on to the big screen, of course, with movies like The Hour and The Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. Starting Friday, she'd be seen alongside Robert De Niro in the new movie Stardust. Please welcome Claire Danes. Beautiful.
Well, thanks.
Thanks for being here.
Oh, it's really my pleasure.
Now, settle down, fellas. And lady. It's a mixed crowd. No, you look fantastic. Thanks for being here.
Thanks.
The dress, it's all summer and excitement.
It's pink.
Yeah.
There's no question about my gender tonight, I hope.
There's pink in my tie. What are you saying?
Well, it's ambiguous.
Okay, ambiguous.
No.
Now, so much to talk about. First of all, this movie, it's quite an unusual film. We have a lot of people come on this program, and they're plugging a movie, and it's like, I'm a cop, and I go after the bad guys, or I'm a bad guy, the cops are after me.
Yeah.
This is a movie unlike most films that many people are going to see this summer. It's very good, incredibly imaginative.
Well, thanks.
It's a kind of a sort of based on a, would you say it a fairy tale, fantasy?
Yes, yeah. It kind of spans a lot of genres. It falls into a lot of categories, but I think if we had to pick one...
And we must.
It would probably be fantasy.
Fantasy,
yeah.
okay.
But no, I mean, I've been promoting this for a while now, and I still am not equipped to answer the question of what is it about, you know, which is kind of remarkable. But I play a star, like an actual celestial being who crashes to Earth.
There's, of course, there's a darkness to a lot of, you know, fairy tales, fantasy.
Yeah, no, it's true.
It's surprising. You think of them as being, oh, these are great for kids, but then there's always dark elements.
No, I have. You know, lullabies are really perverse often. You know, bows are like breaking and...
Cradle falls.
Yeah, cradles are
down
falling.
goes baby.
Bridges are burning and falling. Yeah.
London Bridge. It's just crazy. There's a lot of insanity. There's a lot of... and that's the one thing that I was thinking, like, you know, I have two kids, little kids, and I'm reading them stories all the time, and it always has an innocent title, like, Mr. Elephant Goes to Market. And it's always like, the second page is like, got shot in the head, you know? So I got to pre-read them now, but there's a darkness to it.
No, I think kids can handle a lot, you know, a lot more horror than we expect.
Now, I was talking about fantasy. There's a scene in this movie where you ride a unicorn.
I do, yeah.
Was that something,
Yeah.
I would think that's something like a, you know, that you dream of as like a 4-year-old girl.
Oh,
someday
absolutely.
I'll ride a unicorn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 6-year-old within was very excited by that. Yeah, no, it's another thing to add to my resume.
Archery, poker, unicorn riding.
No, it's true. The director, Matthew, was in England doing auditions there, and there was a woman who was trying out for the role that I eventually got, and she did her audition, and as she was leaving, she said, "Oh, I just wanted to mention, actually, that it's not on my resume, but I have ridden unicorns, so I do know how to do that."
Yes, and I am dangerously insane. I just thought I'd mention that as well.
And you're hired.
Yeah. Well, how do they do is the unicorn a CGI unicorn? Because it looked very real. Or what do they do? How do they make the unicorn?
Despite the healthy budget of this film, no, that was just a piece of styrofoam that was kind of glued to the forehead of some sad horse.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But yeah.
Well, time to get started. Gloop, slonk.
It did zap some of the romance from the experience, but...
That's it? Well, the horn would stay on then? You can just do that?
Well, we were shooting a lot of those scenes in the rain, actually, which weakened the strength of the glue, and it would fall off a lot.
That's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
I know.
A unicorn, and just is like...
Unicorn. Yeah.
Now, the story, you started to talk about the story of Stardust, is quite unusual. Tell us just in a nutshell, if you can, what this movie is about.
Okay. I play a star. I crash to Earth for reasons that are slightly mysterious. Anyway, I'm kidnapped by a young guy who has made an arrangement with the girl next door who he's been terribly infatuated with, that if he manages to bring a star back to her, then she will marry him. So he has that interest in capturing the star. And then meanwhile, there are other kind of magical characters, evil witches, pirates, princes.
Let's talk about one character. Robert De Niro is in this movie.
Robert De Niro, yeah.
There's a scene where he's dragging you across the deck of a ship, and it's pretty rough. I mean, it kind of looked like there's no way around that. Robert De Niro's job was to sort of drag you across, and it looked like he was being.
It gets hot. It gets hot.
Yeah. What's that like? Is it scary? I mean, he's such an intense presence, and he's such a legend.
Well, he's practiced at intimidating,
Right.
definitely, intimidating people. But it was fun. It was very sweet though. After every take, which he committed to thoroughly, he would then get very, very concerned for my well-being. Are you okay? Did I hurt you? But
Right.
no, it was thrilling. Yeah. But then of course there's a transformation on his end, and he. I don't know if I should give it away.
Yeah, but you don't really see that coming. His character takes a 180.
His more feminine side at some point.
We have a clip here. I believe this is where you and Robert De Niro are dancing.
Dancing,
One moment.
yes,
Let's take a look at this clip from the film.
Elaine, I know what you are. Don't. Have no fear. No one on this vessel will harm you, but there are plenty who would.
Your emotions give you away, Yvain. You must learn to control them. You've been glowing more brightly every day, and I think you know why.
Of course I know why I'm glowing. I'm a star. And what do stars do best?
Well, certainly not the waltz.
He looks like a good dancer. Is he, in fact, a good dancer?
He's a very lovely man. But
Not a good dancer, Robert De Niro?
He stepped on a few toes, but
Right,
that's okay.
Yeah,
hey.
it's De Niro.
It's De Niro. He can step on as many toes as he likes.
Right, be okay if he fractured your foot.
Indeed.
Yeah. Stardust opens in theaters this Friday. You should check it out. Claire Danes, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for
Always nice having
having
you on
me.
the show. Claire Danes, everybody will be right back. Joni Hill's here. Stick around.